Someone's gonna have this up above in the background. Let's go, Garza.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Damn it. I'm so bad at this.
This is the whole interview. Okay, cool. So, where are you speed?
I'm speed.
Okay, cool. So why this project is something that interested you? What did you, when you heard about Black, why were you like, okay, this is something I have to go and do this?
Well, when I first heard about Black, I was pretty excited, you know, especially working with Frank. I saw the trailer, and the trailer was exciting. It kind of reminded me of 24, Born Identity, and it was fast-paced action. I said, I want to be a part of this project.
Well, first and foremost is working with Frank. Frank Ziede, the director and writer. I've worked with him, you know, in the past, and anything that he does is always something of good quality, of substance. So that was number one.
According, if I could just say that they're the most awesome thing to have on set. They're incredible actors, and I thank them for their service and absolute work that they've done, not only for the country, but for a schlub like me. So thank you. Thank you. Oh, by the way, you better wrap this shit up because I need it in about 5 minutes. Man, that guy is awful to work for.
What a tool.
Always pushing us.
And he's fucking always yelling. Do you realize how hard it is? Like, we've talked about it.
We have a couple
multiple
things.
times.
We've
talked about it multiple times.
Yeah. We definitely know how to take him out.
But we know it's important to get this thing out to you guys so we won't kill him yet.
We need him still. So I found Mikal on Facebook. So I went out to LA and I said, can I buy you dinner? And we went to this place near his house.
I'm always good for a free dinner.
That's right. And we sat at the table and just sat across, and he ate very healthy food and I ate somewhat healthy food. And we talked for a good 2 hours.
Yeah.
About where he's going and what he wants to do and what he wanted to do out of the project. And you know, I think Mikal is an incredible actor. I think he's got nothing but potential.
I learned a lot. You know, it was great because I've been retired from the military for less than a year, actually.
Wow.
And this was my first lead role. And so I got to learn a lot about not just the endurance that a lead actor needs to have, but how difficult it is to hold those emotional stakes hours and hours, take after take, you know, throughout the day. Huge lessons, but I think I handled it pretty well.
What was interesting is that when Frank and I have talked, and when he brought up the whole abandoned church scene and the place where it actually happens, which is Uzbekistan, it kind of struck odd because I actually lived there. You know, one of those 10 republics, so it's like, wow, that's amazing. Not only did I live there, but also kind of gave me an idea of, hey, I can use all my background knowledge.
Yeah, what's great about the guys that Frank is using is he cast ex-military personnel, and I think a couple of them might still be active, but they're military. They have real military experience. They understand the technical things. They understand it as far as when it comes to the acting. It's all about, you know, how to hold the guns and how to position yourself and the ins and outs of moving in and out, moving soldier from one spot to the other while one covers the other, and they do that perfectly because they did it in real life. They do it for a living, and so that's awesome, and it's awesome to watch. And they help direct at the same time they're acting, and that's always key because it makes it a true collaborative process.
He gets shot in the hand goes, he comes back up and he's trying to lift up the gun.
That kind of enters the close-up?
Yeah. Sure. Stand by for the door.
Sorry.
Standing by. All right. It seems so authoritative.
Right.
So, we wouldn't be here today without all of the sponsorship and all of the help that we've had, both through Kickstarter and from outside sources. We're extremely lucky to have a lot of Blackhawk tactical gear. E-Vike also donated some equipment. Sticker Ups has been a main funder on Kickstarter and completely supportive of the project the whole time. So it's again, we're just so lucky to be able to have some of these things. Like the gear from Blackhawk, we could have spent our entire budget just on gearing up our team, and that doesn't include anything. It doesn't include the van we're sitting in, it doesn't include the equipment we're using, it doesn't include the media, the tape, the card that we're shooting on. That could have all been gone just to get the equipment to make the guys look real. But Blackhawk was kind enough to provide us with a lot of that, saving us just immense amounts of our budget, and also providing us with really top-notch, excellent technical gear.
So why do I come out here and work for free on my Saturday and Sunday, crazy hours? I don't know, I'm passionate about it. Like everybody here, you like being around good people, meeting good people. Everybody's here for a sense of purpose, and it's cool coming out wearing this stuff. I do it just for the attire and feeling like a badass.
Frank, what are you guys doing? What are you about to set up right now?
We are dressing up our bad guy, and then we're going to try and shoot each other with paintballs. And they're a paintball that's literally, I don't know if it's hand-filled or machine-filled with dust. So when you get hit, the actor gets a practical feel of getting the bullet hit, and at the same time, the VFX artist can then go in and use that point as a point to do some blood splatter or whatever we need. So that's the plan, and I'm gonna, as I said before in our safety meeting, I wouldn't ask anything of anybody that I'm not willing to do myself, so I'm gonna get shot first, just to prove that it doesn't hurt, and if it does hurt, we'll do something else.
Coming your way right now. I got juice and balls. I think that came out wrong. That came out wrong.
You getting it?
It's a little stain.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. State your name. What's your crime?
Frank. Don't make it.
This is Corey. The reason why Corey and I like to work together is because we like heat.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
We're both heat fanatics.
That's true. We are the only two guys on the planet, if I could interrupt, that drive around with the Heat soundtrack playing in our car.
So true.
How was it getting off your belly after? Because you were on there for like, what, 3 hours?
Yeah, man. You know, it's not a paddock here.
The cold.
The floor is freezing cold.
It is not warm. Now, yeah. Isn't it funny that the moment that you got done with your shot, we turned the heater back on?
Yeah, it wasn't really fair, but you know, I get over it.
You know, small independent film, I think is really great. I think the concept was great, and it was important to me to check out my bucket list.
Did you know about this?
How the hell am I supposed to know about
If the
this?
damn director's just gonna show up unexpectedly? Look, if something happened, I'm not responsible.
What? How are you not?
Yeah, how are you not responsible? If there's anybody that's responsible, it's you. Clearly.
Well, from what I've seen so far on set, I'm very excited about the project. Frank loves action, so it shows.
Ready when they are.
Making independent action movies.
So the question is, what are the challenges of doing action at an independent level? That question should really be, what aren't the challenges of doing action at an independent level? What I found over and over again, that, you know, action, what we're doing, and this is why we chose specifically YouTube, we chose a web outlet. Film festivals are not engineered or geared towards this. Studios are engineered and geared towards this. They want to do big budget action and they want to do all those things. And I'm just a guy who's, you know, married with a kid and has a day job, who's trying to cut my teeth and really understand what it takes to get action down. So, you know, I hope that we find that group out there that loves action and would love to see huge pyrotechnics, but understands that we're using a t-shirt launcher filled with movie dirt to try and simulate a grenade effect. And because that's what we've got, you know, and I embrace it. I relish these times because I'm sure there's going to get some point where I don't have to worry about 1,000 things, and I don't have to, you know, try to do 5 different jobs, and I'm going to probably be sitting there with my fingers twiddling around going, okay, what do I do next, you know? And maybe I'm wrong, maybe it'll be easy, but I just love having my fingers in the dirt in this process because it's a constant learning experience for me, and I'm grateful for it. Immense gratitude for everybody who's dedicated their time and attention, and that's the phone ringing. And that is... Nope, that's not the guy. Sorry. Thank you. Apologize.
Everybody,
I mean,